Hey everyone, it's Sarah Lee, the owner of Awe and Wonder Travel. I made a video, what seems like forever ago now, talking about the guided group tour to Scotland that I am taking people on next June. And in that video, I said that I would do another video that would go more in depth into the itinerary, and I am finally getting around to making that video. I was working on things for clients that were traveling this summer, and I had my own big trip, so this kind of got put on the back burner, but I am ready now. So in this video, I'm going to go day by day through the Scotland itinerary. I will talk about the things, the activities and sites that are included as part of the base price. And then on the days where there are some optional activities that you can choose to add on, I will go over those as well. But those are things that you will sign up for once you're actually on the trip, and you will pay for them at that point also, so you don't have to worry about that ahead of time. I know it is nice to know that those things are available so that you can be thinking about whether that's something that appeals to you and budgeting for that, or you can decide if you would just rather have free time to do your own thing at those times. So rather than just looking at my face while I'm talking the whole time, I'm going to actually do a voiceover with photos of the things that I'm talking about, because I know it can be helpful to actually take things in better if you can see what we're talking about. So here we go. So on this first slide, I have included a map that shows the route of our tour. As you can see, the light green circle with a 3 next to Edinburgh indicates the starting point and that we will stay in Edinburgh for 3 nights. And the red circle with a 2 next to Glasgow is our ending point. The other cities with numbers next to them are places where we will have an overnight stay. And the other areas that have no numbers next to them are just places where we will have a stop along the way. The tour company lists day 1 as June 7th, which is the day we actually arrive. So I have put on here day 0 for June 6th because we actually need to leave on June 6th because of the flight times and the time zone change. So this is our travel day so that we can get there on time. So we will arrive in Edinburgh on day 1, where we will meet our travel director and enjoy an included dinner. The way the included dinners typically work is they're usually a 3-course meal, and you will have 2 to 3 options for each course. The travel director will give you your options either that morning or the day before, so you can make your choice, and he or she can call them into the restaurant so they can have the meals ready shortly after we arrive. Breakfast will be included every single day of this tour at the hotel. As you can see, they keep the first day pretty low-key because they know we're going to be tired after traveling, so they don't want to pack too much in that first day. But on the second day, June 8th, we will hit the ground running and we will see the Regal Palace of Holyrood House, the new Scottish Parliament building, and the Royal Mile, visit Edinburgh Castle, and stroll through Newtown. You will also have 2 optional excursions in the afternoon and evening on this day. The first one is you can visit the 15th century Roslin Chapel, which is outside of Edinburgh, or you can go to a Ceilidh evening and dinner, which includes a 3-course meal, live music, and a haggis ceremony where you have the option to choose haggis or to try haggis if you wish. Ceilidh is just a word for a Scottish traditional gathering that usually includes music and dancing and storytelling. On June 9th, day 3, we will travel to see the abbeys at Jedburgh and Melrose. And then in the evening, you will have some options to do either a historic Old Town walk with traditional fish and chips dinner, or you can discover Edinburgh's most haunted places and enjoy a drink afterward. Because these both include walking tours, they may only give you one of these choices on this day. You may not get to do both. Whereas most days when there's 2 choices, you can actually do both. On day 10, or June 10th, day 4, we'll spend time in St. Andrews. Those of you who like to golf, there will not actually be time to play a round of golf, but you will get to see the old course where the modern game of golf was invented. We will then go explore Glamis Castle, which is connected to Shakespeare's Macbeth, and then we will arrive in Dundee, which is the birthplace of marmalade. We will have an optional experience where you can go on a walking tour of Dundee and its maritime past, including a visit to the ship Discovery, which traveled to Antarctica in 1901. Then on June 11th, day 5, we will visit the battlefield of Culloden, where Bonnie Prince Charlie was defeated, and arrive in Inverness, which is the capital of the Scottish Highlands. You have a couple of optional excursions on this day. The first one is to visit a Highland sheep farm for a demonstration of how the shepherd commands his border collies and the opportunity to feed the lambs. I got to do something like this in Ireland and it was amazing. And your second option is to enjoy dinner at a traditional Scottish pub in Cawdor. On June 12th, day 6, we will stop at Loch Ness. We will explore Dunrobin Castle. We will visit a traditional Scottish whiskey distillery, and yes, you will have the option for some tastings. And we will arrive in Thurso for an included dinner. While we are at Loch Ness, you can enjoy a scenic cruise around the lake, searching for Nessie. Sightings are not guaranteed, and you get to take in views of Urquhart Castle. On June 13th, day 7, we will take a ferry to explore the sites of the Orkney Islands, such as the Ring of Brodgar, which is pictured here, Skara Brae, which is one of Europe's best preserved Neolithic villages, the Italian Chapel, and Kirkwall Cathedral, and then we'll enjoy an included dinner back in Thurso. On June 14th, day 8, we'll enjoy a scenic drive through the Scottish Highlands, taking in breathtaking views of sites such as the Eilean Donnan Castle pictured here, and arrive on the Isle of Skye for an included dinner and an overnight stay. On June 15th, day 9, we return to the mainland and enjoy a scenic drive past the Glenfinnan Viaduct, which is most famous these days for being featured in the Harry Potter films, where you can see the Hogwarts Express drive across. We'll pass Fort William, and we will arrive in Oban, where we will stay for a couple nights. You have a couple optional excursions. Before we leave that morning, you can drive around the Isle of Skye with a local specialist to hear about the way of life and view its unique rock formations. If you choose not to do this one, you just get to sleep in that morning. And then in the evening, you can enjoy dinner in a restaurant next to one of Scotland's scenic lochs. On June 16th, day 10, we get to take the ferry to explore the sites on the islands of Iona and Mull, such as the Iona Abbey, be on the lookout for some Highland coups, and enjoy an included dinner in the evening. A little caveat, sometimes if the weather is not great, the ferries will not run, so if for some reason we are not able to get out to the islands, the tour company will provide an alternate excursion for us that day. I'm just not sure exactly what it will be. On June 17th, day 11, we will stop in Glencoe to hear about its clan history and arrive in Glasgow for an orientation of the city. And you have two optional excursions this day. You can discover the modern achievements of the Falkirk Wheel, which is pictured here. It is a boat lift. And then the Kelpies is a metal sculpture that is a tribute to the Scottish legend of the water horse, as well as the workhorses of the canals. And then in the evening, you can enjoy a night out with Glasgow with good food and entertainment, which could either be music or potentially a comedy show if it is available that night. On June 18th, day 12, we will see Bannockburn, where the first war of Scottish independence was won. Think of the end of the movie Braveheart, and visit Stirling Castle, which was once home to Mary, Queen of Scots. The next part is something I'm really excited about because I enjoy opportunities to interact with the locals. We will get to enjoy an included lunch at the 15th century farm of the Wood family while enjoying tales of Rob Roy and some traditional music. And then we will end the afternoon with a walking tour through the streets of Glasgow. Then on June 19th, day 13, we bid farewell to Scotland and depart for home. Unless you would like to add an additional night, which is totally an option, just let me know when you are signing up for the tour. So there you have it. If you have any questions regarding anything about this trip, please put it in the comments below because I know other people may have the exact same questions, so it can be helpful to just have it posted where everyone can see it. In the comments, I will also put a link to the part of my website that has the itinerary all typed out because I know it's one thing to listen to what's going on, but it can be really helpful to be able to print it out and actually read through it. So I will put that in the comments. I hope to see you in Scotland with me, and even if not, I hope you have an awesome and wonderful day.